We got everyone to send us who they thought the trashiest politicians were. And basically, the unanimously was... and you didn't like that?
What was that?
I thought you didn't like what I said unanimously? He's hearing what he wants to hear now.
You guys
What's going on?
Well, I'm just
unanimously.
Yeah, he had a problem with the way that I said that. It's like the old naggy wife, you know what I mean? He goes, ugh, he's at it again, saying words wrong.
Say it again.
Microphone. I go, you got a problem with that one now?
Say unanimous.
Unanimously.
Okay.
That's fine?
Yeah, he says it right.
So we got a unanimous decision.
Also, for a guy who makes a living talking, you really struggle with words.
No. Secession. What the fuck? It's like an old Civil War story.
Yeah.
You want to see that? As chicks I'm dating, me gaslighting them till I go, you don't know how to speak, actually.
Ryan has special dictionaries printed up. Go see right here.
That's awesome.
I get
Bunch of fake web pages and shit.
I got girls going to their next boyfriend with all these fake words.
Yeah. Me and my ex used to watch Secession all the time. What?
No. He's already told me.
Me and my old boyfriend used to go to brunch all the time.
No, and then they're saying it's pronounced succession, and you go, I used to think that too, but he's correct.
Common mistake.
Believe it or not.
You know, a lot of people think that. But...
I've also been
If you look
corrected.
into it, it's not the case.
Yeah. No, definitely have a few words that I say bad, but Rob Ford was the number one that everyone agreed across the board.
That was the Toronto mayor,
crack
right?
smoker.
The crackhead.
Yeah.
he passed away, right?
Yeah.
From unrelated, he just died.
He had cancer.
Ah, it sucks.
Yeah.
He had cancer, then he beat cancer, then he got cancer again.
Damn.
Dude, like the party.
I'll tell you really.
I don't think
Crack,
that's...
huh? That's awesome.
I mean, yeah, obviously it's trashy, but like, I don't like view that as horrible. If
No.
that makes the guy's
As what-
partying.
as what-
You're
You
wrapped up in partying.
Because I know a
That's
lot
not
about
like
him.
a choice.
Was he a good mayor?
He was fine.
Dude, he would
was
do
very
these
much like
videos.
against the gravy train.
kind of
all
some
the perks.
early Trump kind
Early
of
Trump
talk,
stuff.
yeah.
You know, he's really like drain the swamp guy, but in
Really?
Toronto.
He used to do these videos where he would go, they give you all these, if you're a politician, they give you all these free stuff, like a free pass to the zoo and free parking or whatever, right? And then he has a whole
You guys
drawer.
are really living it up there,
Yeah.
huh? Jesus Christ.
Down here we get Secret Service. You get to go to the zoo half off, you and your family, eh?
Yeah, pretty like actually.
All right, you can go to matinees for only $2.
Free parking after 4. For
But no
day-
SUVs,
for
only
all
compact
mayors.
cars.
We got to stop all this reckless spending.
Yeah, get to go to the
I'll
zoo.
buy my own
I
double-
would fucking hope he's the mayor.
Honestly, though, one of my favorite stories about him was he was being investigated by the Toronto police for potentially the crack thing, and then also potentially like several murders.
What?
Yeah. They were like actually investigating him because there was a bunch of murders that. So there's a famous photo of him with these 3 dudes that started off this whole fiasco of these 3 guys in front of like a crack house, and all 3 of them wound up dead.
Whoa.
And I believe only one of them they found out who the killer is. So like the Toronto
That does
police
make sense.
were investigating the mayor of Toronto while he was the mayor for all these things, right?
Wow.
Meaning like he was getting cracks from these guys and didn't want anybody to know, so he had
Lots
them
of
killed.
yeah,
Anything, but if you have a
lots
picture
of
and
stuff.
if you have a picture and 3 people end up dead in the picture and it's just you're the commonality.
100%,
Yeah.
and he was, and the crack stuff. So, anyways, so they had helicopters that were like surveilling him as while he was the mayor of Toronto, and one day they surveilled him going to the liquor store at like on the way to work at like 9 a.m. Goes to the liquor store, he gets a pint of vodka, then he goes to his elementary school by himself, parks in the parking lot, walks into the woods, and just drinks it by himself.
What?
He's the mayor of the biggest city
That
in
was
Canada.
the best one.
That's pretty
Biggest city in all of Canada, and like fifth biggest city in North America. Goes just pounds this thing in the woods, chills for a bit, and then just like hops in his SUV and just drives to City Hall. Damn. And they're like helicopters. Someone's just like, yeah, he's drinking in the woods, I guess.
wasted. This guy's wasted at the playground.
That's awesome, man.
That's nuts.
Yeah, he was a fucking wild one.
Holy shit.
He would actually go to the crack house himself?
Yeah, there's
Is
video.
there-
There's a video.
Can't
of
send
him
an
smoking
aide to
crack.
do that for
Yeah,
you.
you can. What are you talking about? That's the whole point of being
Dude,
in
there
power.
was
Get
people
some
were like
lackey to get
people.
your
There was like
drugs.
they saw him. They would see him doing coke. He would be super drunk at like. There was one where he's at like a Jamaican restaurant.
He likes speaking Jamaican.
in patois, and he's like blackout drunk. He's like, "What up, ma?" Like it's insane.
Oh my god!
I like that. And then, this video, is he basically, it took him 3 hours to cut through all his zoo cards and stuff, and it was really anticlimactic.
Give me a beef patty and a fat line, man. No, I thought that was
Yeah, he
gonna
caught
hit.
drinking in the parking lot. He went to the football game, like one of the Argos or something. And he was supposed to toss like the first foot, and he tossed and fell into the somersault.
Oh yeah, he would fall a lot.
He would fall. That's great.
Walked into the camera, but he was at a press thing. He walked into the cameras. But his best one, they accused him of sexually assaulting some girl or whatever, being like saying rude things to her, and he goes,
Saying he would
not
eat her
sexually
pussy.
assaulted, like
Said he would eat her
verbally.
pussy.
Yeah, he said he'd eat her pussy or whatever, and then he goes, I would never say that. I got a wife and I got plenty to eat at home.
Jesus. This guy plays by his own rules.
And then he called it when he was drunk. He used to say it to the camera. He goes, "Yeah, when I got caught in my drunken stupors." He called it his drunken stupors.
Love that. That's old school shit. I that is trashy, but it's like you're all fucked up. You know what I mean? Like
You
that
don't
guy's not
consi-
making those decisions
But
logically.
isn't part and parcel to being trash a lot of times being a alcoholic? Like, doesn't that go pretty
Sure.
hand in
Yeah.
hand?
That was kind of his
My
saving
family.
grace, was him admitting it too.
What are
that
those?
he
What
has-
are the
he's like
drug
a-
laws up there? Is it?
Oh yeah, crack's no go.
No, no,
Crack's a big no.
Really?
Yeah, especially if you're a politician.
Okay.
But it just crack's no good. Weed was
one
not
day, fingers crossed.
Weed was not illegal at the time.
Illegal or legal?
At the time, it's legal now.
Legal
at the
now.
time, it was not.
Okay.
Yeah, he was breaking all sorts of rules.
That was one.
And the craziest thing too is when he finally decided to ask, like to admit it, because they caught him like dead to rights with this video, and then they had asked him a million times, have you smoked crack? Do you smoke crack? And then he said, he goes, okay, he goes reword the question, and they go, ask
you want to smoke crack?
No, he goes, ask me, do you smoke crack? And there was something like that. And he's like, no, I don't. He's like, they're like, have you ever? And he's like, yes. Like, but I don't now. Because they were like, do you smoke crack? And he's like, no. He kept saying, and they go,
But
"Do
he
you
was
smoke
like,
crack?"
did
He
you smoke crack?
He's
And he
like,
was like,
in this
yeah.
moment, I'm not smoking crack. But
Do you see a crack pipe in my hand?
You got any on you?
he goes, ask me if I've ever smoked crack. And they go, okay, have you ever smoked crack? Like whole press scrum. And he goes, yeah, and one time in a drunken stupor, I smoked crack.
Hey,
I like it.
Honesty, that's classic.
I like a good politician that's like has
He's one
some
of my
real
favorites,
trash garbage
Yeah,
stuff like that
sure.
that rises his way up through the ranks though.
Yeah, it's got a
Yeah.
little dirt on him.
That
In a good
Philly
way.
must have had a bunch of those guys, no?
Oh,
We
dude.
did. We did. But
Yeah,
the
there's
big-
still a lot of them.
Who was it? Dinkins or
No, Dinkins was New York.
Dinkins was New York, but one of them, some mayor
name.
in the '80s, he was either the mayor of D.C.
Marion Barry.
Yes.
Yeah, Marion
Oh,
Barry in
DC.
DC. Yeah, he got some. He was famously got.
Yeah,
smoked.
he was the first one. They had the
crack
video
smoker
of him
smoked. Yeah.
with the prostitute.
With the
Yeah.
prostitute in the
Black
hotel
and white
room.
footage.
Nice.
And that's like when
talking
there was like a
about.
full camcorder in
Yeah,
a
it was.
briefcase.
It was in like a bush or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, come on. What are you doing? If you're
And
not
he got
doing that
reelected.
and you're in power.
He did get reelected.
He
Yeah.
left for a while, came
Came
back
back clean, got reelected.
reelected.
That's what Jesse Smollett could use that underdog story. Hey, I was all fucked up. I'm back now, baby.
He has to admit
Better
it,
than
though,
ever.
I think, if he wants to get back in
That's
the
what I'm saying.
If he just admitted it, he could come back and he could do a lot of things because he's so famous now.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
never,
somebody
you
was
never admit it.
No,
You
I don't.
take it
I
to
don't
the
think I
grave.
would. If I was this far in, I think I'd take it to the
Fuck
grave
no.
either. I would be starting, the Innocence Project. I mean,
Yeah.
all in. So this happens to no one else ever. You
Yeah.
know what I
Start
mean?
my own GoFundMe.
Cuomo was probably the other one that was. Everyone probably agreed. The Cuomo Bros. Do you think those guys are? Because they're sort of
See, but
high
they're
class,
not,
right?
They're not charming.
But
in the
Italians
sense.
are just all trash. Period. So, it's
Italians, yeah. Italians
I
tend
can't
to be
confirm or deny.
Da Vinci,
very trashy. Yeah.
Columbus.
The Ninja Turtles.
I like Ford better than the Cuomos.
Me too. The Cuomos aren't very endearing at
They're
all.
like
that's-
weasels.
That's the word.
Yeah, they're
not
weasels.
endearing.
Plus,
Well,
their dad was.
Especially the brother.
They're all weasels.
The dad. The dad.
Although
was
you know
fucking-
what, the Fords, their dad was also a politician, not as high up as Mario, but
Okay.
he was also some big rich dude.
Yeah, Cuomo's dad was, I think, pretty openly racist and.
Well, he basically came
homophobic
up
and
now
stuff.
and he said, like, Cuomo said he's going to come back, and he said it was cancel culture, and he's doing like a whole tour right now, basically saying cancel culture is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he might be getting into podcasting pretty soon.
He's going to be on Are You Garbage in a couple of weeks.
That would be
I mean, he did kind of dodge a bullet there a little bit because they were more focused on that than him greasing fucking 25,000 seniors or whatever the fuck,
Right, yeah.
whatever he killed. I mean, they have his the girl, whoever his assistant was or whatever she is. What was she called?
It's like, I don't know.
The lady.
Whore.
Yeah.
Lying bitch.
They have
called
her in an email basically saying like, yeah, we know about this thing with the senior citizens, but don't release this because we don't want anybody to know.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think wasn't it like it got pushed on her. It got pushed down
Yes.
chain of command rather than.
So you're
falling
sort
on
of saying
it.
it's good that he can kind of now be 5 years later looking back. He goes, "Oh, everyone got mad at me because of these."
Oh
false
yeah, he
claims.
definitely got off super easy.
Dude, yeah.
Dude, he sent like at the time he was to go. Yeah, if old people have COVID, just like don't leave them in the hospital. Send them back to the old folks home where they're literally like the most likely to die and kill.
Then he
tons
wrote
of
a
other
book
people.
like halfway through it, like he knew what he was
Yeah,
saying.
it was like
What a
how I
fucking
beat
psycho.
COVID. I remember being like,
Yeah.
'cause I was like kind of pro him in the sense that at the time
Oh,
there was
he was
somebody
the
coming
shit.
out daily, and you're like, all right, you're giving. And it seemed like he was shooting you straight a little bit.
He was going to run for president and win easy.
Yeah, it was
and-
him and Trump. Just they would go head to head on.
Yeah,
TV
and it was like
every
pretty.
night.
It was pretty good. You were like, all right, like this guy at least seems like he's giving you a kind of clear cut and whatever, and not like stir crazy and not being like buy into the fucking crazy media, all this shit. Like he was like, you're gonna get sick, you'll be fine, just keep fucking going type thing. And then that book, I was like, dude, what are you? This is I'm on your side kind of, and this is
Part
fucking
of me too
insane.
was like, how did you have time to write?
Yeah,
Write a
no
book.
shit.
Aren't you not?
Well,
like,
they don't
managing?
write it,
I guess
obviously.
they don't write it at all. They just someone just fucking.
You don't have
He got
anything
$6
to
mil
do
for
with
that
it.
bad boy.
Yeah, they
Got
were a lot of
6
people
mil?
making.
That's $6 million for that book.
He was
and he
lining
won
the
a.
bonkers.
What did he won? An Emmy
Yeah, he
for
won an
just
Emmy.
like giving press
Speeches?
conferences.
Like
Really? You
His
win Emmys
daily
for that?
briefing.
Best daily
They
briefing on
gave him,
COVID.
and then I
Nuts.
think they took it back. They took the Emmy away from him because he had to resign.
Really?
All those organizations are drunk with power. Anytime anything happens, they always try to take their things back.
Yeah, they actually come and get it from you.
I think so. They say drop it. They send you like a
prepackaged, a pre-postage.
pre-postage envelope.
Yeah, it's prepaid. Just drop it in a box here. Send your Emmy back to us.
Or we're gonna have to bill you.
Oh, yeah, probably send them an invoice if you don't send it back.
Yeah.
And what's an Emmy cost? It's got to be a couple $100.
I think you have
More
to
than
pay
that.
for them too. That is the thing with all those things.
What?
Yeah, I know people have won
Oscars and
I
stuff,
mean,
too.
I think might have won something in my
You
life. I
pay
can't
for the
remember.
Oscar?
I think.
Get the fuck out of here.
100% you do. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
They charge you for the.
Well, that's why
actual-
people say that they didn't even take it or whatever. Basically, you go and they give you a fake one, and then when you leave, they're like, give that back.
Yeah, right when
Well,
you
what
walk
on
off,
everybody-
you hand it. There's only like 2 of them there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You walk out when it starts beeping. Like cough medicine at a CVS.
Yeah, it's that little
Hold
sticker,
on there, Mr.
that
Washington.
magnetic sticker.
Take it easy, Denzel. Yeah, we got no. That is was to take it back, and if you want one, you basically order it for like a couple grand or
That's
whatever.
fucking lame.
Fuck that.
Well, the guys are really serious about it. And that's how they get a little extra cheese from the lowlifes too. If you won the best assistant editor,
engineering
best
or something,
assistant
yeah.
sound
Yeah.
engineer, then you're gonna get one for your whole family.
yeah.
You know,
The
what I mean?
ones they do the Tuesday before. They're not televised.
Will Smith probably pay. You know, they might just gift his. But if you're sound director number 3, costume designs assistant, that wins the Emmy,
Yeah.
they go, oh yeah, $5,000 if you want one, and then they get 4 so they can show them off to their whole family.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But yeah, he basically said in there, he goes, Cuomo quoted the Bible several times in his new speech about cancel culture. And he says that it was political sharks who smelled blood and exploded me. And he basically said that God has a plan for him. He's going full Italian religious guy now, right?
He's blessing himself in the middle. Oh, Maron.
Got the ash
These
on his
fucking
forehead.
who wins?
But my weakness.
Isn't that a bit of a, if you're going to be like a full out right wing cancel culture guy, you might as well just go, I'm Christian too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
Get
get
the
I guess
votes,
he's
baby.
Catholic, right?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that's fucking.
He's saying some pretty wild stuff, and he's all going full in on Bible. Or he opens up like a spaghetti franchise as sort of another option.
Come down to Cuomo's.
Cuomo Brothers Pizza.
Yeah.
So that was one. Another
You'll
one.
eat it whether you like it or not.
Just eat the whole pizza.
Cuomo Brothers, we don't take no for an answer. We don't take dough for an answer.
That's pretty good. We got there.
We got this.
Domo Brothers spelled dough. That's an option for them. So they could be doing. It could be a cancel culture podcast.
And
It
then
could-
the-
on,
what-
on the Blaze. It could potentially be.
There you go.
Domo Brothers.
Chris got canned too, right?
Yeah, he got.
He's
For
kicked.
done.
helping him.
Yeah, for helping him.
And
Which I respect
Yeah,
a
that's-
little bit.
I
It's
mean,
your brother.
listen,
What the
yeah.
fuck? You're
At
gonna.
that point,
of
what are you
course, you're
gonna
gonna be
do?
like, hey, yeah, we're hemmed up. We're in a bad situation here. I gotta fucking make do.
I think where he's
I wouldn't
gonna-
be a rat like Ryan Long over here. Fucking Narcom, probably my best friend and brother.
and his girlfriend.
Hey.
Well,
your girlfriend.
I guess you're mobbed up. You watch a guy getting fucking 9 guys are stomping on him. He's getting pepper sprayed. He goes, call an ambulance. You go, I didn't see
I
nothing.
ain't
Yeah,
seen
no
nothing.
It's a nut.
More breadsticks at table 3, please.
You wasted 6 aprons on this fucking guy. You believe that shit? Yeah, I mean, you got to help out your brother. I think he got into trouble because he was such a fucking, like, loudmouth about it. Like, he was going so hard the other way. It's like, dude, if you're doing something shady, shut the fuck up. Yeah. Keep your fucking
You gotta teach
mouth
these idiots
shut.
how to scumbag.
Yeah, no kidding. Can't be on your fucking soapbox every night while you're fucking greasing people for your brother.
Well, I don't know if you guys know about this one, but apparently Gandhi has some...
Is Gandhi garbage?
Some dirt on him?
is Gandhi garbage is the question.
We ain't talking about his feet either. He never wore shoes.
Well,
What? Get this guy a pair of Adidas. Something. What are we doing here?
one thing... that's what... Yeah, he's garbage because he didn't wear shoes. That's the reason.
Come on, I'm eating here, Gandhi.
Cut those nails,
He's
will
got
you?
his feet up on the table too during dinner, just like really.
This guy a petty,
That
will
was
you?
the whole thing. yeah. Apparently, Gandhi never
He's a
washed his
fucking
hands before
pedicure,
meals.
dude.
Oh, man. He was a womanizer, right? That's what they said?
Yeah, big thing was he's a womanizer, but the real garbage move they said. And again, this might not be the garbage in the way that you
Bad
interpret
tipper?
it.
What did they get him on? 10% always.
Didn't wipe down the elliptical after he used it. What's he doing?
He was apparently a hound.
Parks
That
in a
was-
handicap spot.
Everybody hated him over at LA Fitness.
Parked in a handicap. Yeah,
What was it?
yeah. It was. He apparently would Venmo people money, and then he would cancel the request before he would cancel the request after the thing. Apparently, Gandhi's wife had pneumonia, and then their whole thing was they go, we don't use penicillin or anything like that. And then basically his wife died from the illness because they wouldn't take the thing, and then he got the same thing, and he said, I'll take the medicine.
Yeah, that everybody does that shit where it's like, you're holier than thou until the fucking rubber hits the road.
He made the wife.
Yeah.
He wouldn't let the wife take
Let's
it.
her storm the beach, and it was like, nah, this doesn't work out that way.
Once the gonorrhea starts dripping, that prayer shit goes out the window.
Yeah.
Sort of funny though.
Make good with the meds. Let's
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
Yeah, and he got
leaky
it.
pipe.
He let the doctors do an appendix surgery on him while he let the wife died like months before or whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
They're all like that. It's same thing with fucking Putin and all them. It's do as I say, not as I do. You
Of
think those
course.
guys in China are living like the average person in China? No,
No, they don't even use chopsticks.
I saw that guy had a fork, motherfucker.
If you talk to the high ups in China, they go, "Yeah, buddy, we haven't." What are you,
Dude,
you
we eat
crazy?
rice with a spoon. Are you kidding?
Is that a DiGiorno? What the fuck? No, but they all do that fucking bullshit. Same thing with fucking ISIS and fucking all those guys. Every time we would advance on one of their positions, they would find like coke and porn and fucking
Oh
this
yeah,
and that.
especially like the oil Saudi Arabia. dudes.
Yeah,
Those
they
guys
are.
partying.
They're full
yeah.
of shit.
And they'll very.
Our people too. It's like, remember when we were all locked down? Then you find out Pelosi's having like
They're all
fucking
having parties.
all night ragers and shit like that in San Fran. They're handing out Molly to everybody. They're all fucking painted up.
In the
fucking
UK,
black lights and
they got
shit.
busted for that.
Oh yeah,
This war,
Johnson.
by the way, there were so many people who were like on the brink of getting kicked out of office in so much trouble,
And
and
now,
then this
yeah.
war happened.
No shit.
and
the
everybody's
channel.
problems went away.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally the second that
Dude,
we started,
they were like Boris Johnson. They're like, yeah, he's done.
Well, he got caught with that at a party or something.
He was
right?
having multiple parties telling
Yeah.
people to stay home, and then they were having these like they were legit having ragers, like where people were bringing
It was the-
fucking alcohol,
it
like,
was the
like
Christmas
kegs
party,
and
yeah,
fridges
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff in.
BYOBs, yeah.
Yeah, and then that just and Trudeau, and then all that shit just went away.
where at Downing Street.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably a good
because they
time.
got caught on tape of being like, "That's not a party. Don't call it a party. It's a party type thing." And they're like, "What?
someone
they're
got
like, what
caught
happened on
wheeling
fucking
a mini fridge
Yeah.
in.
That's awesome.
I would, but
Don't
also
call
like
it a
I'm sitting
party.
here holier than I would be doing the same
Are you
shit.
kidding
I would
me?
be executing every single one of my dissidents.
Oh, yeah.
like just minor
Your
stuff
enemies.
too. I would, my enemies. Like I wouldn't be. I would be very heavy-handed if I was a dictator.
I'd be such a jerk off.
Like I would be the one.
just
where,
might
you know,
not
when
go
they,
so hard
when
the
they
other
do
way.
the portrait of you and I'm 5 pounds heavier. I'm like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dead meat.
you are done.
Yeah.
Rolling around
5
like,
pounds lighter, also done.
Yeah.
It's like don't
Yeah, don't make it
Don't
think like I
ins-
need
yeah,
this.
yeah, exactly.
Just make me
Don't
feel
insult
good
me
about who
either
I
way.
am. Yeah.
rolling around like Kim Jong Un. No one else can wear a leather jacket.
Yeah.
I respect
Oh,
that
dude.
move.
It's insane.
That's a nice fit on him too. He's got a little short one that looks really tight
Yeah, he's got a hell of a fucking seamstress over there.
Is that a thing that no one else can wear leather jackets?
Yeah, there was that because he lost all that weight and he started rocking this full length leather duster.
Yeah,
And he
hanging out by the track with a cigarette.
Dude, looked real sharp in it.
Leaning
And
on a fucking high rock.
Yeah, and then made a decree that no one else can wear them.
Dude, if I looked
respect that.
That's so funny that I'm bringing that to the parliament. He slips it in. He goes, all right, so, we're going to raise taxes. We're going to put this school here, no leather jackets.
I'm sorry, sir. What'd you say?
Dude, I tried telling him he can't wear black fucking denim jackets, and he still does. I try to rule.
Oh, yeah, you guys wear matching outfits.
I literally be like, you have to ask me if you want to wear it. That's how I run AYG.
I know.
I said, I get first crack at it at the live shows and on camera. I am Kim Jong-un of AYG.
We're sitting here like the Ramones.
It's funny.
Yeah.
So you were wearing them before, and then you sort of just showed up, and you go, I have one now.
Yeah, we have a big thing of everybody's. We're just blending.
He doesn't even hide it either. He goes, yeah, it's
I got to do what I can over here. I'm operating out of necessity.
It's true. He's only got
Take it as a
like
compliment.
3 articles of clothing too.
Yeah. I got to cover up here.
That's so. But he puts a different color underneath. Yeah, you're going
Sure,
all black.
I go all black.
Yeah, I'd like to have a little splash. But if I was in charge, I'd be the only one allowed to.
Yeah,
do
see,
it.
we each run.
Only one chains out.
Everyone else can wear pleather.
He said I
Yeah.
can't wear watches. He's claimed watches, but then we'll show up to something to record with the same exact outfit on as me. He's like, no one can wear a watch.
Why you told me can't wear
Dictator
one?
vibes on the no.
Oh, we would do
right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I
Or was that
running a country-
retaliation?
Put
for
you in the hole
jacket?
for a couple of days. You'll see things my way.
You and Jesse, and you'll see.
I don't get how Boris Johnson made it through with that haircut. That's insane to me. That guy's walking around.
He does have a bit of a simple Jack haircut.
Yeah. How was that guy elected? That would have been my first
He's
question.
an everyman.
Like, dude, what's up with your fucking hair,
dude,
bro?
British people are hideous, by the way. There's like 4% that are
Well,
okay.
he got in on the Brexit thing, right? The Brexit thing ended up not happening, or it happened, and
Yeah.
then they were like, "We got to get rid of whoever was in charge because
Yeah.
they fucked up." the
Yeah,
chick."
yeah.
So then they.
But
just,
his
he's
dude is
good.
whack.
Yeah, he stinks.
Yeah, they go from Hugh Grant to him really quick over there.
Yeah,
Real-
exactly.
Not a lot of meat in the middle.
No, his hair looks like what are those things where you blow them and the fucking thing flies away? The
Bubbles?
no, like the things like
Oh, like a wishing willow or what are
Yeah,
they called?
well, yeah, you know
They're
what
daisy. They're daisies.
or daisies.
Yeah.
or
A
whatever.
bit of a
Yeah.
wispy cut.
Wispy,
yeah.
yeah, whatever. Like that's what his hair.
Are
is.
they
Yeah.
daisies?
No, they're not.
No,
daisies.
you're not.
High on the list here was Jeffrey
Dandelions,
Toobin,
they're
obviously.
dandelions,
But the Toobin thing, there's more. I don't know if you guys followed him before, if you were into early Toobin. The jerk off on the Zoom guy.
Oh,
CNN.
Who are we talking about?
the New
The
York
guy who
Times
jacked
guy.
off on
Jeffrey Toobin.
CNN.
So
He
he's,
was jerking off on the Zoom call.
Oh, yeah, the guy. Yeah, it's tough.
but there was.
It's not tough, apparently. Apparently, you just get a 1 week timeout.
Well,
Yeah.
he got a timeout, but
Who
apparently,
cares? Yeah.
he also had a kid with one of his coworkers' daughters.
Whoa.
And that was the
What?
scale. And this was 10 years ago, and it didn't really come out. So basically, Jeffrey Toobin, he was trying to pay for an abortion for the girl, and she said
Yikes.
no, and then she had the kid or whatever, and then 5 years later, he had his jerking off thing.
Was she underage or was she of age?
I think she was like 20. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Yeah.
That guy's getting fucking 20-year-old ass.
Right? And
What
she
the
was
fuck?
out there sort of making a scene, being like, he's not going to pay the child support. And then she wanted him to do a DNA test, and it was the whole thing.
He's a bit of a deadbeat, Tubin.
A deadbeat Toobin. But the interesting part is when the jerking off, I didn't ever heard about this, and I looked it up. There's tons of
I've
articles.
never even heard of him.
So the jerking off thing, but when the jerking off thing
Oh, of
came
course.
out.
That was an accident, right? He wasn't trying to jerk off in front of his.
No, he thought his screen was off.
Well, he thought, but he was in a Zoom meeting, and he just thought his screen. He thought
thought
his
the
screen
camera
was
was off.
disabled, and then he's like walks away, and then he comes back butt ass naked, and they're all like, "What the fuck?" And I guess he maybe turned his sound off so you couldn't like hear them, and then he just starts like rubbing one out, and they're just like,
He still has his job. It's funny too because he goes, his whole thing was like, oh, technology. I didn't realize my thing was on. It's like, okay, but even if that's true, you're still jerking off to your coworkers. Like,
You're still
strange.
whacking in the
You
middle,
still
of,
did
the
it.
middle of a meeting.
"You can't wait till the meeting's done."
That's crazy.
record the meeting and then you have the material. He needs to jerk off live though. That's what he needed the thing.
I go phone right near my face in a secluded spot. Never use a laptop.
No nudity, no jerking off ever.
No, what, stripped down naked? No, what am I fucking?
No, the thing is,
Playboy
he was
centerfold?
clothed, and then he goes, "Excuse me," and then he leaves, but thinking his thing's disabled, and so it's an empty slot of just a chair, and then suddenly comes back and it's just a naked guy.
That would be the thing I would fire him for.
Yeah.
Because he stripped down naked to jerk off. That's weird. You jerk off into your pants like a fucking gentleman.
No, that's weird.
That's
What?
He jerks off into his
stripping
underwear.
down
into his
naked.
underwear.
Stop.
He goes, it disappears.
So
That's
you
what he
don't touch the dick. You
Excuse
go,
me,
you
what-
just
what-
rub sort of over top.
Can we,
I'm not
can we
fucking-
circle back here? What
What?
do you say? It disappears?
He thinks this is my co-host, not me. We've covered this a handful of times. He ejaculates into his underwear.
Yeah.
You want me to fill these water bottles?
I'm good, thank
No,
you.
we're
And then
good.
just goes on his day under the guise of it disappears.
Which it does. It dissipates into the.
So you just
into the fire.
So there's cum in your underwear.
You just come in your
Yeah,
underwear and
there's
then go
cum in
on
my underwear. I'm not
go
denying
on
that.
about your day.
Should have a wet underwear for a bit and then it dries?
a couple
It gets
minutes,
sticky all in
dries
your
up.
Probably
pubes
gets
and
on your
stuff.
pants a little bit too.
Maybe a little bit seeps through. Sure. I'm not doing that when I leave the house. I'm laying on the couch. I'm watching.
You're just like, I'm not getting up to get a tissue. It's
No. And I'm not stripping down naked like a fucking freak show.
I'd rather
This
you
is a
strip down
lot.
naked than to come in your own pants.
Is that what you do when you masturbate? You get completely naked and laid
Well,
out.
you don't have to get
Do you
naked.
light candles and stuff like that?
Well, it depends.
love how you're going
I'm
from,
usually
like-
standing up looking at the window because I'm beside
I'm
a
going on the
school.
offense. Is what I'm doing, Danny. That's what you do.
You're very offensive.
Show you
yeah.
how to scumbag.
Oh yeah.
No,
Show you where Ford and the Cuomos went wrong. I'll put the system on trial.
that is crazy.
Yeah.
though.
What do you mean?
I mean, that's like using your shirt as a napkin.
Which he also does.
Oh, okay. Well, then.
You think he's drawing the line?
Yes,
You think he's drawing the line?
Yeah, exactly,
at
right?
At
It's no
barbecue
big deal.
sauce
I'm
on his
withdrawing
shirt?
my motion, Your Honor.
I also
Yeah.
sneeze into my shirt if I have to, too. I'll do
If
that.
you got to sneeze in your
There's
shirt.
boogers on that shirt.
What you're supposed to do is sneeze in your hand and wipe it on your sock. That's actually the no. That's actually what that's the high
Leave it
class
on
move.
your sock.
I've done that.
That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sneeze on my hand. What do you have to take your shoe off then?
What?
Or you mean? Oh, you mean the sock?
It's on the outside, yeah.
No, you don't have to take your.
I wear ankle
Yeah, you go.
socks.
Yeah, you're at a party. You just got your shoe off.
Yeah. Just give me 1 second. I'm allergic to dogs.
No, because that's discreet.
Okay.
You just sort of,
Well,
if
how
you
is-
accidentally, you're supposed to sneeze. You're supposed to cover your face, and if
you
something
get
comes
something on
out,
your hand,
you just
yeah.
kind of, wipe it on your sock.
Then is not jerking off into your underwear the ultimate sign of discretion?
No, you're
Well,
supposed
it
to wipe
depends
that
where
on
you're
someone
doing
else's
it.
sock.
Yeah, well, also,
Where are you doing
a sneeze is impromptu. You know you're about to jerk off.
Sometimes.
So it's like, hey, I can't get to a tissue when I'm sneezing. Sure.
Sometimes the
You're
mood
sitting
hits
there,
you.
you're on page 9 of Pornhub. You could have got up and got a fucking tissue.
I usually throw it in some old clothes. Like if I was going to put it in the boxers, I would now throw those boxers in the hamper
100%.
and put new boxers on.
But when you
Yes.
jerk off, do you take your pants down?
I don't jerk off, but hypothetically, if
Do you really not jerk off?
No, of course.
No fap.
5 times a day, dude.
He's a semen,
All-
he's a
I'm
semen
all
retainer. Semen retainer.
It's coming out of his pores.
Straight edge. No, never.
That's what they used to call it Danny in college, the semen retainer.
I heard about you.
No, I agree. That is nuts. I think that it seems like a 3-on-1 here. That's a weird thing to do.
What's crazier, doing that or fucking getting completely naked?
But how is it 2 options? Why
Yeah,
do you?
because
we're
this is
talking
what he
about
does to
Tumblr.
make an argument.
We're talking
No.
about the guy. What's his name? Tuber? What's his name?
Well, what he did's crazier than you're walking around with cum on your pants. He's jerking off on a Zoom call in front of his coworkers.
Yeah, my way. It's our little secret.
Yeah, I agree with him.
Yeah,
He-
you and the dry cleaner.
I'll agree with you here. He should have stayed fully clothed, adjusted the camera so you couldn't see.
They should have just waited 20
like
minutes.
you see up here, and then he could do his business.
Or just put it up where they just see your face.
Yeah.
This guy's
I'm
really-
about to sneeze.
He's really into the meeting. huh?
Yeah. I'm about to sneeze for 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start smoking.
You go,
Dab your face with your boxers.
But I thought the situation with that guy was. I thought the situation with that guy is he had 2 screens going. He was in a meeting, and then he also had a little something going on like Pornhub or something like that, and didn't realize his camera was still
Yeah,
on.
I think.
yeah, he didn't
wasn't
realize-
actually
Yeah.
he was
jerking
like,
off.
all right, meeting's done. Now let's get down to the real business.
Yeah.
I got
He
you.
also
No, I
got
thought he
the-
paused it. I thought he was like, "I'll be right back."
Oh, maybe.
Because they're all watching him. Like I've seen it. They're all
I know, but
watching
I
him.
don't think.
And then he
I
just
think
shows up on screen.
There was
naked.
another. He had popped something up on his screen, so he didn't see the Zoom call.
Oh yeah.
So it's
oh,
like
yeah.
he- yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah,
he didn't see.
yeah,
that.
yeah. He's
for
like, oh, this
but
is
I thought
behind.
he had thought that he had like muted himself.
So he wasn't purposely jerking off in front of people.
No, he wasn't purposely.
No, definitely not purposely.
That first interview back that he did, like when he got flamed
was
heavy.
rough.
The girl was like,
he has his job back now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's just back to business now.
dude, his coworker, who somebody was like, yeah, Jeff free. He got caught jerking off. You know, and he's like, I'm like, dude, we all know what he did. Just say welcome back. You served your time, and you say you're sorry. Yeah, she was really rubbing his nose. Yeah, really bad. Like for 90 seconds. Said masturbation 14 times.
I mean, just think, they probably all hate each other over there. It's probably cutthroat as shit.
Right.
You got those broads probably scheming and weaseling and backstabbing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they fucking love that.
Shit, fellas. Thank you for watching that exclusive Boyscast clip and supporting the channel. If you want to support the podcast, we have a new episode every week at patreon.com/theboyscast. Only 5 bones, and there's a tons of episodes up there right now. So support the cast, support the boys.
Link right there.
Peace.